community conversations are an opportunity for the citizens of Tuscaloosa to talk to their city leaders. The first one of 2011 is coming up, and Tuscaloosa Mayor Walt Maddox is here to tell us more about it. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us when the first community conversation is.
It's going to be Monday, March 28th at the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater from 4:30 to 7 p.m. So it's an opportunity for you to talk directly to your leaders, whether it's myself or our council, department heads. And we're also going to be providing tours of the amphitheater. So it's your chance to see your amphitheater.
And I'm going to turn your microphone on real quick. I'm sorry about that.
The beauty of live television.
I know. I don't want to start reaching to turn it on.
How about that?
Perfect. I think we can hear you now.
Okay.
So tell us again, Monday, March 28th.
Monday, March 28th. It's going to be at the amphitheater from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Myself, council members, department heads are going to be there. So if you got any questions or concerns, but also it's a chance to tour your amphitheater. It's a beautiful facility. It's going to be something that's going to be the pride of the riverfront for a long time to come. And you're going to get the first look as citizens of Tuscaloosa. So we're excited about this opportunity.
A great incentive for everyone to get out there to see the amphitheater. Tell us when the first act for the amphitheater is coming. That's almost upon us.
We're 12 days away. April 1st is going to be the Avett Brothers and the Band of Horses. It's sold out, so it's always good to start with a sold-out venue. And then the following night, we have Patti LaBelle and the OJs. We still have several thousand tickets available for that, but they're going fast. In fact, they're selling at a very rapid rate. So the weather looks like it's going to be great, so come on out and come see Patti LaBelle and the OJs.
Now tell us what else is going on with the city right now. What are you working on? What's pretty big with the city?
Well, right now, budgets. We're beginning to look at fiscal year 2012, and so we're beginning our planning meetings. Pretty soon we'll be releasing our capital budgets, and then following that our operating budgets. So that's a big part of what's going on. Getting the amphitheater open is a big undertaking. It's not in your normal line of business, but it's going to be something that's going to, we believe, make a profit in its first year, which was something we didn't project. So we're very proud of that. But better than just what it can generate in terms of revenue is what it means for the community in terms of being a quality of life project that we can all be proud of.
What are the future plans for riverfront development?
Well, right now we're working on the construction of a new river market, which is going to be across the street from the Tuscaloosa Library. The riverfront trail is being extended from the Corps of Engineers property, and it will link up all the way to the University of Alabama's Manderson Landing. So it's going to be nice to be able to run the riverfront trail and have several miles and you'll go unimpeded.
Very nice. We heard earlier in this newscast, Partlow, that's kind of been in the media right now. The state is talking about closing the developmental center. What are your thoughts on that, and what is the city's stance?
Well, I think it's the wrong decision. Number one, look at the impact it's going to have on our mental health consumers. We're going to take 151 patients who have been at Partlow, for numbers of years, and within 7 months we're going to dismantle this structure and place them into a community-based care network that by the state's own admission has a 57% recidivism rate. In other words, when this fails and the community care-based network will fail because it doesn't have the resources, where are those patients going to go? They're going to end up back here in Tuscaloosa. It's a travesty for the patient. It's a travesty for the city. Number two, we're talking about 400 employees who the state initially promised there would be jobs, now has backtracked on that. It's a wrong decision on so many different levels. It's a travesty to mental health. And the numbers that are being thrown around, I question from mental health. And I look forward to a more spirited debate. The last point I will make is that the governor doesn't have the authority to do this, nor does the Commissioner of Mental Health. It's very clear in the Constitution of the state of Alabama that Partlow is an essential function of the state. That's only the legislature has the authority to close Partlow.
Do you feel that the city can fight this?
Well, we will, but it's obviously very tough. I want to commend our legislative delegation. Every member of our legislative delegation is fighting this 100%. We will continue to fight it. My overall concern is the state of mental health. We are now making decisions for those walking in darkness, not based on clinical diagnosis. We're making it purely based on whether we can meet the bottom line. If you had a parent or a loved one who was in need of Partlow or Bryce, wouldn't you hate to think that they couldn't get service because the state didn't have enough money to treat them? When that happens, ultimately we see increased numbers in homelessness, we see mental health consumers in our prisons, we see them in our healthcare network, and we see them in our courts. That's not the outcome we desire. Let's do this right, and let's do what's right for mental health.
Great thoughts, Mayor. We appreciate you being with us today. And Partlow is just one of the many topics you can cover at Community Conversation, and it starts 1 week from today. City leaders will be at the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater on March 28th from 4:30 until 7 p.m. and they want to talk to you. You can find out more online at the city's website, Tuscaloosa.com, or you can make one call to City Hall by dialing 311.